Hi, this is Denise Rollins, Executive Director of the Whole Heart Grief and Life Resource Center. In terms of pondering on the thought for this week, it takes me back to a situation that I was in yesterday where there was a lot of tension related to the situation, and it made me reflect on what makes a great leader. And it's funny because when we ask questions like that, we're always looking at someone else, when I often think we should be looking at ourselves. And I could name a variety of attributes, but the answer that came to me this morning is what makes a great leader is love. Coincidentally, I was watching something totally unrelated yesterday where a 40-year teacher said that in order to really help students, we needed to build relationships. But at the core of her message, it was that we really needed to care about and love our students. Teachers are leaders. Parents are leaders. Anyone who influences someone else is a leader. And so this morning, as I began to look deeper into what is the mandate for me as a leader, how must I go forward, I came to not just a cliche scripture. I'm not going to give you a line or two, but if you bear with me for a moment, I need to read you an entire chapter. It is 1 Corinthians 13. It says, "If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but when there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the things of childhood behind me, for now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love." I know it took a minute for me to share that, but I share that because, number one, we often share that passage at weddings. And we think that's the context of the love that we should feel for one another. But it's not just in those romantic relationships and in relationships where the other person is acting lovable. It is the relationships with the people in our lives who are not so lovable at the moment, even us. And that if I am a leader, I am to show love to another person. All that I do does not matter if I cannot show love. And so my thought for this week is to challenge you about how are you showing love, not to the people that are comfortable and cute and adorable, but how are you showing love to the people who may spit at you, kick at you, don't believe as you do, question your authority and your genuineness? How are you showing love to those? This week, that's what I'm going to focus on. Working on showing love, because to me, that's the mark of a true leader. Thanks for listening.